Alright, I just finished another paint job. Painted this Tacoma. Unfortunately, I've had a couple of runs in the clear, like this. See that? So I want to show you how to cut out a run in your paint in just a few steps. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is take just a foam sanding block. This is like a mini site. I'm only working on a small area or site. And you can get these at the auto parts store for about 10 bucks. They come with an assortment of paper. This is a 400 grit. So I'm just going to go concentrate on this area where the run is. And you can see it's found that high spot where the run is. So I'm going to sand it until there is no more high spot. So it's all the same all the way around it. I'm doing this dry so you can see it better. For this step, it doesn't really matter if you do it dry or wet. With a 400 grit, you don't have to press this foam block. You don't really have to try and dig into it. I'm just holding the pressure of, just the weight of my hand, basically. If you've got a rigid block, something that's not elastic like this, that would work really well too, to make sure that you can conform around the curvature of the metal. Okay, so now we see we've eliminated the high spot with the exception of this dark spot and that dark spot. Means that we still have a high spot of the run above it. So we're going to take just a few more scuffs. And there we go. So now we've eliminated the high spot. I'm going to take this 400 off. I'm done with it. And now I'm going to move to a 600. Now I don't have the 600 on a little Velcro strip, so I've just got these, just folded this in half. I'm just going to do this by hand. So what I'm doing by stepping up density of grit is it's making those scratch marks get closer and closer and closer together. So our goal is to eventually get those scratch marks so close together that your eye cannot see them, and it's going to look just like a solid, perfectly flat surface with no interruptions for the light. So where my 400 was pretty much right here, I'm expanding my 600 a little bit, kind of sweeping out. We're going to continue that in our next step. So just about done here. Okay, that's sufficient. So now our scratch marks are getting closer together. I'm going to take my little block again, and we're going to move to 1000. And at this point, I can do this wet. So right now you can still see some scratches in there. And just like that, You can see now the scratches are starting to go away to your eye, especially when it's wet. But we're not done yet. We're about halfway done. Okay, this is 1000 grit. Just keeping fresh water on the paper. I don't want to drag around any contaminants. Now the area that I'm sanding has gotten just a little bit larger. I'm just tapering out my work area. I don't want to have a hard line where my sanding stopped. All right. So there's 1000. Let's move up to 1500. Again, we're going to do this wet. So now underwater, there's even gloss again. I know it can be kind of scary. The first time you do this, you think, oh no, I'll just ruin the paint by scratching it beyond repair. But this is exactly what we want it to look like. See, it's a little milky. That just means we're still taking off a little bit of that clear coat, even though it feels pretty smooth under my hand. All right, there we go. There's 1500. What we're going to do now, I'm going to incorporate some Meguiar's Ultra Pro Speed Compound. This is a number 12 on their little chart from light cut to heavy cut, so we're extra heavy cut. I just got a little power ball that's actually comes in a kit for doing headlight lenses. I'll be relatively liberal in my application here. Now I'm using a drill, but I'm not trying to drill through something. Okay, so I don't need to press real hard. I'm just letting the foam do the work. I got my drill on fast speed, but I don't have the trigger depressed fully. Maybe pretty close to half speed. And I see I put a couple of scratches over here on the gas lid, the fuel door. So I'm just going to touch that. Make sure we get those little scratches out. Now this is making a mess. It's splattering this compound all over the side of the car. So you could tape this off or just be quick to wipe it down so it doesn't dry and harden on the paint. You can hear I'm gradually speeding up. And making a mess. So you remember I had just a run right here, and now I'm working this whole area. Let's wipe this off and see what it looks like. Okay, now we're back to a nice glossy, smooth finish. It's virtually indistinguishable from the fuel door, the part above it that we didn't touch. You can see I've got scratches here from dragging that block back, so I'm going to have to put that foam ball right here to take those scratches out. No scratches on the fuel door. So that compound really works great. What you can do after that, if you've got a finer compound or even a wax that you want to use to really put the shine back in it, go for it. But it's as easy as that.